Hello, everyone. I'm super excited to be here with you all to present the empowerment dynamic and the dreaded drama triangle and how these roles show up in our everyday lives and what we can do to transition out of that dreaded drama triangle and into a more empowered state and role. This is all going to be about how to shift the game from reactivity to empowerment. We will begin exploring the empowered dynamic, followed by the dreaded drama triangle. We'll take a pause and reflect with a life wheel assessment, and then we'll wrap up our time with a desired role visual anchor exercise. The empowerment dynamic and the dreaded drama triangle may seem new concepts, but they are actually roles that are already showing up in our everyday lives. TED, also known as the empowered dynamic, is a useful mindset shift to make more positive impacts and respond to challenges with clarity, curiosity, and abundance of choice. Followed by the dreaded drama triangle, also known as DDT. These roles, it's all about reacting from a state of fear, a state of stress, or a sense of lack of control. It leads to more tension in life and less solutions. People often stay in a state of stress, blame, and helplessness when they're moving in the dreaded drama triangle. Here we have outlined all of the empowered dynamic and the dreaded drama triangle roles. As you can see, they are very two different mindsets and create very two different sets of results. On the dreaded drama triangle side, we have the rescuer role, victim role, and the persecutor role, followed by the coach role on the empowerment dynamic side, the creator role, and the challenger role. Let's take a few moments to dive in a little deeper and explore the dreaded drama triangle roles. These roles often show up in times of stress or when we're under extreme pressure. The rescuer role is a role where someone steps in and instead of offering a person guidance, assistance, or empowerment, they step in and they take over. They completely eliminate the person's opportunity to grow and learn from a challenge. So, for example, let's say two people are playing a video game and one person is struggling to level up and get to the next level. The other friend steps in and takes the controller and say, I got this. I know how to level up. And instead of sharing those hacks and codes so that the person learns how to level up and improves their skill set on gaming, they completely take away that person's power. So the rescuer may seem like you're helping, but actually, when you look a little deeper, you're taking away the person's opportunity for growth. The second role in the dreaded drama triangle is the victim. This person is in a constant state of feeling like nothing ever works for them, that they don't feel like there's any reason for them to try because they feel hopeless and powerless. They say things like, this is always happening to me. The victim role is in a constant state of why bother. They feel often helpless and hopeless. They feel like no matter what they do, nothing ever works out for them. They feel like, why try? Why bother? For example, if a coach benches an athlete during a game, instead of the athlete looking at the time to rest and to reflect on where they can improve when they get back into the game, they're focusing on the coach always benching them or feeling like the coach is picking on them. This is the victim mentality. Or for the parents, imagine Or for the parents, imagine the opportunity of a promotion coming up. And instead of you receiving the promotion, another colleague receives the promotion. And instead of feeling appreciation for the colleague that received the promotion, the person feels as though the supervisor doesn't like them or the supervisor is out to get them. Or they may not have even applied for the promotion because they feel as though, why even try? I never have good things in life. And lastly, the persecutor. The persecutor is in a constant state of blaming everyone else and always feeling as though that they are right. They're constantly saying things such as, you never do things right, or this is their fault, or you never listen, or even you always do this wrong. The persecutor role is one of the most disempowering roles within the dreaded drama triangle. The good thing is that now that you are aware of these roles within the dreaded drama triangle, you can begin to make small mindset shifts to transition into the empowerment dynamic. This is where we have the opportunity to choose. We transition from that rescuer state to the coach state. Instead of stepping in and controlling or taking over, we're asking questions. We're asked we can empower not only ourselves but others. Instead of taking over, we're asking, what are they struggling with and how can I support them differently? Or asking the person, what will you do next time? Or what do you think would work better next time? These questions help the person transition from out of a victim mindset. The creator role transitions the mindset from why me to what can I do? When you step into the creator role, you begin to ask questions such as, what can I do? What's one small step that I can take? What can I do to turn this around? You begin to acknowledge and influence the power that you have within you to meet challenges and overcome them. The challenger role transitions you from the persecutor to a more empowered role where you're asking, what's your idea or next step? You're inquiring what things need to change to get a better outcome. Or how can we learn from this moment? Or how do I rise with this challenge? When we truly become the coach role, the creator role, or the challenger role, we begin to recognize challenges as an opportunity to strengthen our skills, our mindset, and to grow. And we see them as something positive and not something that's meant to tear us down in life. Now, let's take a pause and reflect as we complete a life wheel assessment. During this life wheel assessment, you will evaluate 9 different areas of your life, rate them from a 0 to a 10. And if you notice that some of those areas, the scale is below a 5, you can identify how do you want to show up in those areas of your life. And now that we've completed the life wheel assessment and we've identified areas where we would like to show up in a more empowered role, let's take a moment to begin our desired role anchor exercise. So go ahead and close your eyes if you are comfortable and begin by taking 3 deep breaths. And imagine an image of you in one of the dreaded drama triangle roles. And see yourself as clearly as possible. Make it vivid and really hear what you hear, feel what you feel, and see what you see. Allow that image to become as real as possible for you. And now that you have that image in your mind, hold that image on one side. And on the other side, imagine the most empowered version of you, truly embodying and stepping into the creator role, stepping into the challenger role, stepping into the coach role, whichever role you want to see yourself show up more. See that image of you as clearly and as vivid as possible. See that image as vivid and as clear as possible. Hear the things you hear, see the things you see, and really feel the things you feel as you see yourself stepping into that empowering role. And now see those two images begin to gravitate towards each other. And as the empowered version of you moves closer and closer to the disempowered version of you, allow that energy to increase. And as they meet and collide, the empowered version of you overpowers the disempowered version of you. And all that's left is the empowered image of you. Feel those feelings. Notice the thoughts as you embody the empowered role. Notice what you hear. Notice what you see. Knowing that you have the power to choose. And know that this is always an opportunity to show up as the best version of you. When you're ready, you may open your eyes. I hope you truly enjoyed that guided visualization. And as I leave you all today, I challenge you to catch one moment where you'd usually react and instead pause and choose to respond in a more empowered state. Remember, you always have your breath as your anchor as you seek to ask better questions. The empowered dynamic starts and ends with you. Thank you.